Hello, maybe you didn't plan to listen to English today. Maybe you just opened this without thinking too much. And that's okay, because sometimes the best way to learn is when you are not trying too hard. Just listen. There's a small story I want to tell you, not a big story, not a complicated one, just something simple, like real life. It was early in the morning, not too early, but the kind of morning where the world is still quiet. The light was soft, and the air felt a little cold. A young man was sitting by the window. He wasn't doing anything special. No phone, no music, no talking, just sitting and looking outside. People were starting their day. Someone walking fast, maybe late for work. Someone else carrying a bag, looking tired already. A car passing slowly. Then another one. Normal life. But inside his mind, something was different. He was thinking in a language that was not his own. Not perfectly, not clearly, but slowly, word by word. I am sitting, I am watching, I am here. Simple thoughts. And that's how it started. He didn't learn from a big book. He didn't sit in a classroom for hours. He just listened. Every day. Sometimes in the morning, sometimes late at night, sometimes when he was tired, and sometimes when he didn't feel like it, but he still pressed play. At first, everything sounded strange. Too fast, too unclear. Words were mixing together. He couldn't understand full sentences, just small pieces. Hello, today, go, come. And that was frustrating, really frustrating, because he wanted to understand everything, but he couldn't. And one day, he almost stopped. He said to himself, this is too hard. Maybe this is not for me. He closed the audio. Silence. But something felt wrong, because deep inside, he knew it wasn't about talent, it was about time. So the next day, he came back. Not stronger, not smarter, just more patient. He started again. This time, he didn't try to understand everything. He just listened. Like music, like background sound. No pressure. Days passed, then weeks. And something interesting started to happen. Very small changes, almost invisible but real. One day, he heard a sentence. And he understood it. Not every word, but the meaning. Just like that. No translation, no thinking. Just understanding. He stopped for a moment and smiled, because that feeling, that small moment, was worth everything. After that, it became easier. Not easy, but easier. More words started to make sense. More sentences felt familiar. He didn't notice it every day, but when he looked back, he saw the difference. And then something even more surprising happened. He started thinking in English. Not full conversations, but small ideas. I need water. I am tired. This is good. Simple, but natural. He was not translating anymore. He was just thinking. One evening, he went out. A normal place. Small cafe, nothing special. He ordered something. The person behind the counter spoke English, fast, but clear. And for the first time, he didn't feel scared. He listened, he understood, and he answered. Maybe not perfect, maybe not fluent, but real. That moment was the moment everything changed, because now, English was not a subject, it was a tool. A real thing, something he could use. And here's the important part, he didn't get there by studying hard every day. He didn't memorize hundreds of words. He didn't force himself, he just stayed consistent. Even on the days he didn't feel motivated. And maybe you are in that same place right now. Maybe you feel lost sometimes. Maybe you listen and don't understand much. Maybe you think you are slow, but you're not. You are just in the process. Learning a language is not a straight line. Some days feel easy, some days feel impossible. But every time you listen, something is happening. Even if you don't see it, your brain is learning patterns. Your ears are getting used to sounds. Your mind is building connections, quietly, slowly, deeply. So, don't rush. Dawn, single quotes to anyone, just stay here for a few minutes every day. Listen. Relax. And let the language come to you, because one day, without warning, you will understand something. A sentence, a phrase, a full idea, and you will stop for a moment and realize you are not the same anymore. You are learning, you are improving, you are moving forward, even now, as you listen. And maybe this is not just about English. Maybe it's about patience. About growth. About becoming better. Step by step, asterisk, asterisk, and maybe, right now, you are just sitting somewhere, not doing anything important, just listening. Maybe you have your phone in your hand, or maybe you placed it next to you. Maybe you are lying down, or sitting by a window. Like him, it doesn't matter. What matters is, you are here. There's something quiet about this moment. No pressure, no test, no one asking you to repeat anything. Just sound and time. Let me tell you something else about him. He didn't always feel calm like this. There were days when everything felt heavy. His mind was full. Too many thoughts, too many questions, too much noise. And on those days, he didn't want to study. He didn't want to learn anything. He just wanted to stop. But instead of stopping everything, he changed one small thing. He didn't study. He just listened. No effort, no writing, no repeating, just listening while doing nothing. Sometimes he would sit in silence and let the words play. Sometimes he would walk slowly and listen to the same audio again and again and again, and something strange happened. The more he listened without pressure, the more his mind relaxed, and when his mind relaxed, understanding came easier. It's like trying to see clearly in water. When the water is moving, you see nothing, but when it becomes still, everything becomes clear. His mind became still, not always, but more often. And in that stillness, he started to hear the language differently, not as separate words, but as a flow, a rhythm, a feeling. One day he noticed something very simple. He was not trying to understand anymore. He was just following the sound. And somehow, his brain was doing the work quietly in the background. He started to enjoy it, not every time, but enough to keep going. And that's important, because when you enjoy something, even a little, you come back to it without forcing yourself. Now, imagine this. You are walking in a street you know well. You don't think about every step. You don't think about how to move your legs. You just walk. Naturally, language can feel like that. Not something you control every second, but something that flows through you. But to reach that point, you need time and repetition and calm listening, not stress, not pressure, not forcing, just showing up again and again. He didn't know when the change happened. There was no big moment, no sudden transformation. It was quiet, slow, almost invisible. But one day, he realized something. He was listening to a full conversation, and he understood most of it, not perfectly, but enough. Enough to follow, enough to feel confident. And instead of feeling surprised, he felt normal, like this was always possible. And maybe it is the same for you. Maybe the change is already happening, right now, as you listen. Even if you don't notice it, even if it feels small, even if it feels slow, because learning is not loud. It doesn't announce itself. It grows quietly, like a plant. You don't see it grow every second, but one day it's there, strong, alive, real. Now, let's slow down a little more. Just listen to the sound, not the meaning, just the rhythm. You are here. You are listening. You are breathing. And everything is okay. Nothing is rushing you. Nothing is pushing you. You have time. And that changes everything. Because when you feel safe, your brain opens, your mind becomes soft, and learning becomes natural. Now, imagine a different moment. Late at night. The world is quiet again, almost silent. You are in your room. The lights are low. Your body feels tired, but calm. You press play. The voice starts. Slow, clear, gentle. You don't try to understand. You just let it play, like a background presence. And while you listen, your thoughts begin to slow down. Your breathing becomes deeper. Your body relaxes. And somewhere inside, without effort, you are learning. This is something many people don't understand. They think learning must be hard, must be active, must be intense. But sometimes, the deepest learning happens in quiet moments, when you are not trying, when you are just present. He learned this over time, not from a teacher, not from a book, but from experience. And once he understood this, everything changed. He stopped fighting the language. He stopped chasing perfection. He stopped being afraid of mistakes. And he started to trust the process. That trust made everything lighter. And when things feel lighter, you move faster, without even noticing. Now think about yourself, not in the future, Not when you are perfect, but now you are listening. You are understanding something. Maybe not everything, but something. And that something is the beginning. Don't underestimate it. Don't ignore it. Because every fluent speaker started exactly here. Confused, slow, uncertain. But they continued. And that's the only difference. So you don't need to be special. You don't need talent. You don't need perfect memory. You just need to continue, even when it feels boring, even when it feels hard, even when you don't see results. Because results are coming quietly, slowly, inevitably. And one day, you will listen to something like this, and it will feel easy, natural, comfortable, and you will smile without even thinking why. Because now you understand, so stay here a little longer. Keep listening, keep breathing, keep going. You are closer than you think, asterisk.